This is Chapter 6, Lesson 2, Numerical Expressions. Now, we have talked about this in the past in class. The order of operations. Order of operations are as follows. Simplify the expressions inside grouping symbols like parentheses. Then you find value of all the powers. Multiply and divide in order from left to right, and add or subtract in order from left to right. So really, hopefully you remember we talked about this. I call it PEMDAS. And that stands for parentheses first, then exponents, then we multiply and divide, and then we add and subtract from left to right. Your code word for this chapter, for this lesson, is Packers. So you can follow along with me on page 442. This is letter B. Now, remember PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So remember, we always go from left to right. So if I'm doing the letter B, I have 16 divided by 2 times 4. I need to go left to right. Multiplication are together. So I can solve it like that. So first I'm going to take 16 divided by 2, which I know is 8, and then I need to copy down everything else. So lastly, I take 8 times 4, which is 32. I'm only going to go through this once, just so you can see. If I were to do it the other way, I would have gotten the wrong answer. So if I would have taken 2 times 4 first, 2 times 4 is 8, and then took 16 divided by 8, I would have gotten 2. This is not correct. We need to go using PEMDAS left to right. Multiplication and division are together, and addition and subtraction are together. You can follow along with me on page 443. This is letters C and D. Now, again, we're going to remember PEMDAS. Okay, PEMDAS says the first thing we're going to do is parentheses. So notice right here I have a parentheses. So I'm going to copy everything else down. And I'm going to take 5 minus 2, which I know is 3. Okay. After that I have exponents. Well, I have no exponents in this problem, so I'm going to move on. Next comes multiplication and division. Now remember, they are together, so it goes from left to right. So first I'm going to want to multiply. 25 times 3 is 75. And then I'm going to copy everything else down. Next I want to look for multiplication and division again. And I do have division now. So 75 divided by 5 is 15. And then I copy down the rest. Lastly, I have addition and subtraction. Well, there's left to right, I just have subtraction. So 15 minus 12 is 3. And that is going to be my answer. Now let's do D. Still using PEMDAS. Okay, I first look for parentheses. So here I have my parentheses. Inside the parentheses, I need to still follow PEMDAS. So if you look, exponents comes before adding. So exponents, 2 to the 3rd power. Well, we've talked about exponents already. That's the same as taking 2 times 2 times 2. So let's copy down the rest of the problem. I have 24 divided by 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 4. I'm still working inside the parentheses, and when I copy that down, I get 24 divided by 8 plus 4 is 12. Next with PEMDAS, I have multiplication or division. Well, I see division, so I'm going to go ahead and divide. 24 divided by 12 is 2. And that should be your answer.